A reading from the book of Exodus, chapter 24. The Lord said to Moses, "Come up the mountain to me, you and Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and 70 of the leaders of Israel. And while you are still some distance away, bow down in worship. You alone and none of the others are to come near me. The people are not even to come up the mountain." Moses went and told the people all the Lord's commands and all the ordinances, and all the people answered together, "We will do everything that the Lord has said." Moses wrote down all the Lord's commands. Early the next morning, he built an altar at the foot of the mountain and set up 12 stones, one for each of the 12 tribes of Israel. Then he sent young men, and they burned sacrifices to the Lord and sacrificed some cattle as fellowship offerings. Moses took half of the blood of the animals and put it in bowls, and the other half he threw against the altar. Then he took the book of the covenant in which the Lord's commands were written, and read it aloud to the people. They said, "We will obey the Lord and do everything that he has commanded." Then Moses took the blood in the bowls and threw it on the people. He said, "This is the blood that seals the covenant which the Lord made with you when he gave all these commands." Moses, Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and 70 of the leaders of Israel went up the mountain, and they saw the God of Israel. Beneath his feet was what looked like a pavement of sapphire, as blue as the sky. God did not harm these leading men of Israel. They saw God, and then they ate and drank together. The Lord said to Moses, "Come up the mountain to me, and while you are here, I will give you 2 stone tablets which contain all the laws that I have written for the instruction of the people." Moses and his helper Joshua got ready, and Moses began to go up the holy mountain. Moses said to the leaders, "Wait here in the camp for us until we come back. Aaron and Hur are here with you, and so whoever has a dispute to settle can go to them." Moses went up Mount Sinai, and a cloud covered it. The dazzling light of the Lord's presence came down on the mountain. To the Israelites, the light looked like a fire burning on top of the mountain. The cloud covered the mountain for 6 days, and on the 7th day, the Lord called to Moses from the cloud. Moses went on up the mountain into the cloud. There he stayed for 40 days and nights. The word of the Lord. A reading from the book of Exodus, chapter 25. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell the Israelites to make an offering to me. Receive whatever offering anyone wishes to give. These offerings are to be gold, silver, and bronze, fine linen, blue, purple, and red wool, cloth made of goat's hair, ram's skin dyed red, fine leather, acacia wood, oil for the lamps, spices for the anointing oil and for the sweet-smelling incense, carnelians and other jewels to be set in the ephod of the high priest and in his breastpiece. The people must make a sacred tent for me, so that I may live among them. Make it and all its furnishings according to the plan that I will show you. Make a box out of acacia wood, 45 inches long, 27 inches wide, and 27 inches high. Cover it with pure gold inside and out, and put a gold border all around it. Make 4 carrying rings of gold for it, and attach them to its 4 legs with 2 rings on each side. Make carrying poles of acacia wood and cover them with gold, and put them through the rings on each side of the box. The poles are to be left in the rings and must not be taken out. Then put in the box the 2 stone tablets that I will give you, on which the commandments are written. Make a lid of pure gold, 45 inches long and 27 inches wide. Make 2 winged creatures of hammered gold, 1 for each end of the lid. Make them so that they form one piece with the lid. The winged creatures are to face each other across the lid, and their outspread wings are to cover it. Put the 2 stone tablets inside the box and put the lid on top of it. I will meet you there, and from above the lid between the 2 winged creatures, I will give you all my laws for the people of Israel. Make a table out of acacia wood, 36 inches long, 18 inches wide, and 27 inches high. Cover it with pure gold and put a gold border around it. Make a rim 3 inches wide around it and a gold border around the rim. Make 4 carrying rings of gold for it and put them at the 4 corners where the legs are. The rings to hold the poles for carrying the table are to be placed near the rim. Make the poles of acacia wood and cover them with gold. Make plates, cups, jars, and bowls to be used for the wine offerings. All of these are to be made of pure gold. The table is to be placed in front of the covenant box, and on the table there is always to be the sacred bread offered to me. Make a lampstand of pure gold. Make its base and its shaft of hammered gold, its decorative flowers, including buds and petals, are to form one piece with it. 6 branches shall extend from its sides, 3 from each side. Each of the 6 branches is to have 3 decorative flowers shaped like almond blossoms with buds and petals. The shaft of the lampstand is to have 4 decorative flowers shaped like almond blossoms with buds and petals. There is to be 1 bud below each of the 3 pairs of branches. The buds, the branches, and the lampstand are to be a single piece of pure hammered gold. Make 7 lamps for the lampstand and set them up so that they shine toward the front. Make its tongs and trays of pure gold. Use 75 pounds of pure gold to make the lampstand and all this equipment. Take care to make them according to the plan that I showed you on the mountain. The word of the Lord.